welcome to BSGL Primetime. We are here in Indianapolis as Adam Silver hands out the rings to the winning team, as the announcer has gotten 2 names wrong so far, which is kind of funny, but you know what, whatever. It'll be alright, I'm sure, as there's Aubrey Haley collecting his championship ring. You'll love to see it. Love to see it. I still don't know why they're in Pacers gear, but it's A-okay. So let's skip ahead a little bit here. Seth Towns collecting his ring. There's Jack Whiting Raymond collecting his ring. The center that started a couple games, played 6-man for the rest of the season. Him and Corey Cousins switched out a lot. Both were very solid in their championship run, as there is Corey Cousins, the more athletic of the two, but maybe a little worse at rebounding and defensively, as he collects his ring from the commissioner. Of course, James Long, the finals MVP point guard, first team All-BSGL defensive, collects his ring. Very solid piece for this shift team. As there's Lawrence Coleman, the starting small forward, had a heck of a finals run, hit a lot of big shots. He is also getting his ring, as there should just be 1 or 2 more players. Of course, we are still missing the man, the myth, the legend, Jerry Foster. The highest overall player on the team, obviously. Wasn't even an all-star last year, but still led his team to this finals run as he collects his ring. And we see the BSGL champions here for the first time after their ring ceremony. There goes the banner as they raise it into the rafters. That is completely blank. What is that? Have they not unveiled it yet, or is it just blank? All right, cool. So we are here ready for the game. The shift already off to a 1-0 start. They're playing the 1-4 Orlando Apollos, and second overall pick point guard Carson Gaines, as the shift recently had a trade acquisition. The first trade in league history did happen not too long ago, but we will talk about that all in month 2 highlights. I'm sure we will see him here at some point. But here's Coleman looking around. He's going to find Long, top of the key. Long's going to drive left side, go up, put it up, and he did miss Haden Oakley with the rebound. Oakley pushing it now the other way, goes to Brown. Brown looking around. He's going to pass fake, go up to MJ Hart at the top of the key. Hart now looking around, just maybe trying to get something set up. He's got a man cutting across the middle. Now another one cutting to the top of the key. Still just dribbling up there. Shot clock winding down. He finds Brown. Brown's going to pull the 3 on the left wing, and he missed it, but Fedler's got the rebound, and Foster forces the miss as Coleman collects the rebound and goes up to Hamilton, who is the new player, and he threw it away. MJ Hart now goes up to Oakley. Oakley looking around inside to Brown, who throws it down with a ferocious 2-handed jam. Coleman now bringing it up for Indianapolis. He's looking around. He's got Long, top of the key. He gives it to him. Long now, screen from Foster. Puts a little spin move on and dribbles over to the right wing. He's looking inside for Foster after they switched on the screen. It looks like he's got a mismatch in there, as Long finally gives it to him. 3 seconds left. Foster goes up, and he missed. Hayden Oakley came over, forced the miss, got the rebound. Now he's going up to Brown on the other side as he goes into Blue, who's going to throw it down. He went straight down the lane, and he punches another one, as it is now 4-0 Apollos early off of those 2 slams. As Coleman now with the ball looking around. Looks like he's starting at the shooting guard, and the man that they traded for, that is Hamilton in the corner, will start at the small forward as Coleman drives in and gets fouled. To try to speed through the game a little bit, that way we don't have like a 30-minute video, we of course are going to skip all the timeouts, and I'll skip as much of the actual game as I can. But I do want to show you guys most of the actual gameplay as Coleman goes 1 of 2 at the line. So now Oakley, the center, is going to bring it up. He finally swings it over to MJ Hart, the point guard. So he's driving inside. Foster tried to get the steal, and now it's out to Felder. Felder goes to Brown on the left wing. He's going to get a screen from Oakley. Pulls up in the mid-range and couldn't quite knock it down. Cousins the rebound out to Long. Long now pushing the floor. He's going to... Whoa, what in the world? He just threw it out of bounds underneath the goal. Looks like he was looking for Hamilton, but Hamilton was nowhere to be found. So we get a quick look at the field goal leaders for last season. Corey Cousins had the 5th highest field goal percentage in the league at a very nice mark, which is probably why he is getting the start here this season instead of waiting Raymond. As here's Felder coming in. He's going back to MJ Hart. MJ Hart, top of the screen, or top of the key, getting a screen from Oakley as Oakley sets another screen for Brown, who pulls up for 3 and couldn't quite hit it. Cousins another rebound. Out to the new man, Hamilton. This is his first time in a shift jersey. Can he get his first bucket? Inside he can, as he Euro steps right around Felder and gets the first shift field goal of not of the new year. They've already played one game, but of this game. As here's a man looking around. He's going to get the screen from Oakley. Not a very good screen, as Coleman is still all over him. He's still just looking around, top of the key, just dribbling and dribbling. Finally goes to Oakley, who just pulls up for three, and he couldn't quite hit it. Off the quick pull, Hamilton the rebound coming the other way. Oakley gets it near the top of the key, drives in, pulls up in the mid-range, and knocks it down. Not exactly what they drew up, but Haden Oakley knocks down the jumper nonetheless, as he's having quite the season here, averaging 24 points per game. As here's Long now for the shift. He is on the left wing looking for Coleman. Coleman a little open, but a little too deep, as he's going to get the screen from Cousins. Go up, and Haden Oakley sends it back. A huge block from Oakley. It ends up in the hands of Foster, who goes to Long now out to Hamilton. Hamilton looking for the screen from Foster. He's going to have to pull a deep three, and it bounces off back iron again into the hands of Haden Oakley. Oakley pushing the floor a little bit now. Again, he goes into MJ Hart, who's driving on James Long, goes up and gets it to fall. An 8-3 lead here early for the Orlando Apollos, as the champs looking not too great here early, and they are going to use a timeout. So they shift out of the timeout, have Whiting Raymond inbound into Haley, and he's going to miss a jumper off the glass. And Oakley collects yet another rebound. He's pushing the floor again, and he lost it. Jerry Foster just kind of bumped the ball out. Ends up in the hand of Whiting Raymond, who goes to Haley, who is now driving on the rookie Carson Gaines. He goes inside, spin move, and Oakley sends yet another shot back. As Appling fouls Whiting Raymond, a little reach-in foul after he grabbed the block shot. But Oakley showing some major defensive prowess here so far in this first game, as they are just 1-4, and it looks like he is tired of losing here early, as Whiting Raymond will be the one to inbound yet again. After the foul by Appling, he's going to get it into Haley in the corner, guarded by the rookie Carson Gaines. He's going to get a screen from Whiting Raymond, head down the lane, drive right side, and it's going to get poked out by Gaines. McCoy now has the ball. He's going to kick to Appling. Little full spin, top of the key, goes to McCoy over in the mid-range, and McCoy knocks down the jumper in transition. So a 10-3 lead here early for the Apollos. They are all over the champs here, as some subs have come in all of the starters have gone out for both teams. It is the second unit, as there's another missed shot inside by the shift. Whiting Raymond collects the rebound, working on Oakley. So he's going to go up and get fouled. Shot is no good, and he will head to the line for two. Whiting Raymond started last season as a starter, as he misses the first free throw, and then about midway through they decided to go with Corey Cousins, and he embraced that bench role and has really been doing well off the bench, clearly well enough for them to win the title, as he hits the second free throw. Now Appling here to bring it up for the Apollos. Appling looking around here, top of the key. He goes to Oakley over on the right side. Oakley, full spin move now, driving on Whiting Raymond, and he throws one down. Gets around him and punches a two-handed slam. As you can see so far on the road, these losses have not been his fault. He's averaging 24.5 points per game and shooting threes at 56%. As here's a man driving for the shift. He's going to whip it out to Haley on the right wing. Now driving on Gaines is Haley, trying to get inside. He gets inside, and that's going to get swatted away as Carson Gaines comes up with the ball, whips it up court to Haley, who goes up court to Appling. Mid-range jumper. He gets it to fall, as the Apollos cannot seem to miss here early, and they've been playing some incredible defense already with several blocks. Haley now bringing it up for the shift. He's going over to Douglas, or Dugas. I don't think there was an L. Oh, it is Douglas. He goes to Towns, top of the key. Missed the three, and McCoy the rebound. Here come the Apollos with numbers. Gaines getting double-teamed up at the top. Finds Appling over on the wing for three, and Appling knocks down another jumper. Appling hits the three, and it is a 17-4 lead for the Orlando Apollos. The shift are absolutely reeling here early in the game. As here's Douglas, he's getting a screen from Jennings. He's going to drive in, and he's getting blocked yet again. Another block for the Apollos. That's McCoy, the backup power forward. He's already sent two shots back here in just the first quarter. Whiting Raymond again to inbound after the block. He's looking around. He's got Haley over on in the corner on the left. He goes back to Towns on the top, and then Douglas in the mid-range fires a jumper, and it still will not fall for the shift, as Oakley collects the rebound and whips it up to McCoy, who goes inside to Appling, and it's poked away by Douglas, but it will stay with the Apollos as they will inbound underneath the basket. So McCoy will inbound with 17 left on the shot clock. He is looking around as he finds Gaines on the block, and Gaines' pump fake goes up after a pass fake and missed it, but Appling's there for the rebound, and he's going to get fouled by Douglas after he went up with the second effort, and he will head to the line. First free throw for Douglas is good, or not Douglas, Appling, my bad. Second free throw for Appling also falls, so it is up to a 19-4 lead. It is a 15-point Apollos lead, as the shift will probably hold for last shot here. Just 10 seconds left on the clock, as it is Douglas just waiting, setting something up. Finally some movement for the shift. So he goes over to Haley on the right wing, who's driving on Gaines, pulls up in the mid-range, and it does not fall at the buzzer. So the Orlando Apollos so far are stunning this Indianapolis crowd. They have a 15-point lead after one. And as you can see right there, the defense has been incredible. So not exactly what we expected out of the Apollos here so far. They had the 10th worst defense in the league last year. But so far this game, you could not be able to tell that, as they have blocked away many shots and only allowed 4 points here in the first quarter. As there was a quick foul as Carson Gaines brought it across the timeline. A quick reach-in foul is called against the shift. So now the Apollos will inbound. It is McCoy. Not a whole lot of movement. He just gets it up to Carson Gaines at the top of the key. McCoy now on the right side. Gaines goes into Oakley. Oakley, a little step back in the mid-range, and it's no good, but Appling, another offensive rebound, and that one got blocked away by somebody, and it will be shift ball. So Haley will bring it up for the shift here to begin the second quarter. As he's driving again on Gaines, goes inside, puts it up with the left hand as Gaines fouls, but he does not hit the bucket. So it will be 2 free throws as we see a quick look at the Orlando Apollos schedule, as it's looking like Hamilton may have a revenge game up against the Hustlers coming up after he was traded away, as there's a quick free throw made by Haley. I get him and Towns confused quite a lot, but he hits both free throws to put it down to a 13-point Apollos lead. Appling is bringing it up already with a couple made jumpers and a couple offensive rebounds for the small little guard. As he's on the right side now, driving back towards the middle, puts up a floater, and it's no good, but Peters with the rebound. That is the second or third string center for the Apollos, who gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. 21-6 now in the Apollos' favor. Here's Douglas on the right side, looking for Haley at the top of the key. He's got him. Haley gets a screen from Whiting Raymond, now going inside on the driving left, and Peters was all over him, as that shot was nowhere close, but he will head to the line for 2. First free throw falls, as Haley looking to make both. He is now 4 for 4 at the line, and he has half of the shift points, as they only have 8 still. Let's see if they can break double digits at some point in this quarter. They've already scored as many points this quarter as they have last, and they still only have 1 made field goal this game, because they hit free throws to start, and then free throws all this quarter, as Whiting Raymond fouls Peter, who is driving inside. Shot is again nowhere close, and Peters heads to the line, as the first shot for Peters does fall. And some subs will come in for both teams. Second free throw for Peters is a miss, and Cousins get the rebound. He's going up to Hamilton, who walks it up the court. Hamilton goes to Cousins at the top of the key. Cousins drives left side. He's going to hand it off to Coleman, who goes right down the lane, goes up, puts up the layup, is fouled by Gaines, and gets, will head to the line for 2. He did not hit the shot. Coleman now at the free throw line. First free throw misses. Looked a little off kilter there as he stumbled into that one. Second free throw for Coleman is good. Knocks it down. 22-9 now in the Apollos' favor. MJ Hart has checked back in for the Apollos. He will bring it up, as James Long and Jerry Foster have both checked back in for the shift. Long is defending. So he goes over to RJ Blue on the left side. Blue drives in, trying to do something here on Hamilton. Goes in as Cousins is harassing him, gets it poked away to Felder, comes up with it, goes back to Blue in the corner. He puts up the shot, and that is no good. Corey Cousins collects yet another rebound. James Long now pushing it up the floor. Gives it off to Coleman, who goes over to the right wing. Coleman now, screen from Cousins, doesn't really do much with it, still just dribbling around at the top of the key. Maybe looking for somebody to get open. He's going to get yet another screens from Cousins. As he goes around, Hart goes inside, puts up a layup over Peters, and it's no good, and Peters gets the rebound. Brown now pushing it up the floor for the Apollos. He's going to get stopped by James Long, forced to pick up his dribble. Goes over to MJ Hart at the top of the key. Hart, a screen from Peters. He almost threw it away as Peters collects it and gives it over to Blue. Blue now, a screen from Peters. He's going to drive in, gets double teamed by Cousins, and he's going to somehow end up with it underneath the goal and put it in. Cousins poked it away, but Blue collected it underneath the goal after he lost it and then just put it in. So now here's Coleman for the shift. Over on the right side, he's going to Cousins, who gives it right back to Coleman, and now a screen from Cousins. They've been working this pick and roll pretty well all game. Coleman inside, mid-range pull-up, just in front of the free throw line is good, as that is just their second made field goal of the game. They are 2 of 16, and for any of you that are not quick mathematicians at home, that is 13%. So here's Hart getting a screen from Peters, goes inside, and Corey Cousins gets the reach-in foul. Peters now in the corner. He's going to give it back to Hart on the wing, who goes back to Blue at the top of the key. Blue kind of looking around. He's going to give to Felder, who's very deep for 3. 3 seconds on the clock. Just has to throw one up in the face of Foster, and that will be a shot clock violation as it bricks off of the backboard. James Long now bringing it up for the shift. They are still down 13 points, but have looked a lot better here in the second quarter, as he is driving left down the lane on Hart, as he pump fakes now, have to pick up his dribble, goes back out to Coleman at the three-point line. As Coleman gets a screen from Foster, drives right around the screen, step back into mid-range, and gets yet another one to fall. Lawrence Coleman got a couple buckets here in the second quarter, getting the shift going. They're down now just 11. Here's Hart again at the top of the key, looking around. He's going to fire over to Blue on the right wing, as Blue gets a screen from Peters. Now still trying to drive here on the new shift acquisition, Hamilton, as he goes into Felder. Felder, not Peters, whoops. And Foster had no chance there as he just puts it in on a little flip shot, and it's a 13-point game. As here's James Long on the left side looking around. He's going to go inside to Foster, as Foster's got Felder posted up. He is looking around. He's going to face up and just fire the jumper, and he got it to fall. A little fading to the side jumper from Jerry Foster falls, and now it will be MJ Hart to bring it up for the Apollos. Hart looking around, nobody really moving. He goes over to Blue on the right wing. Blue looking inside, goes back out to Brown at the top of the key. Brown's going to get a screen from Felder, and Foster forced him to pick up his dribble near the half-court line. He goes back to Felder, who goes to Blue, who fires a very contested 3 at the top of the key, and it almost banked in, but it will not, as here come the shift down the lane. Lob from Hamilton to Foster, and he punches it home, as it is down to a single-digit game for the first time here, as there was a nice pass from Hamilton and Foster. The new teammates already building some chemistry there on the lob in transition. The second overall pick, rookie point guard Carson Gaines, has checked back into the game, as here he is working on Haley. He's going right down the lane, step back in the mid-range, puts up a jumper, and it just rims out as Jerry Foster collects the rebound, and he's bringing it back the other way. He goes right around Gaines and Oakley, split the defense, and Oakley does the right thing and fouls him there, so he couldn't get an easy slam. Whiting Raymond to inbound now as he goes into Foster. Foster driving on his man, goes out to Haley, who whips it over to Towns. Towns now with Blue defending, looking around. He goes to Douglas in the corner at the three-point line. Douglas goes right around Appling, back over to Foster, who pump fakes, puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound, and then puts it in. A nice play there from Foster to not give up on the play and grab his own rebound. As here's Appling now for the Apollos, working on Douglas. He's driving right down the middle, puts up a mid-range jumper, and it's no good, as Oakley thought he had a putback slam, so now the shift have numbers. As here's Towns going inside. He's going to go into Whiting Raymond, who puts it up, and good. Another bucket there for Whiting Raymond, and it is down to a 5-point Apollos lead. The shift have done incredible here in the second quarter to really dig into this lead, and it's down to just 5. Oakley has it for the Apollos on the left wing. He's driving on Whiting Raymond, and he puts up a high arcing layup with his left hand, and it just rims out. So now shift coming the other way again. Here's Foster coming down the lane, goes to Douglas in the corner in transition. His 3 is no good, and RJ Blue comes up with the rebound. Apollo's now coming the other way. RJ Blue whips it inside to Haden Oakley, who goes up and one for Haden Oakley. Whiting Raymond commits the foul, and the All-Star Center will head to the line. Oakley at the line now. His free throw does fall. A nice shot there from him. As now Haley will bring it up for the shift. Or no, it's Towns. Gosh dang it. One of these days I will get their names right. So now Towns looking at, he's got Haley at the top of the key. As Whiting Raymond gets the screen, he's driving inside against Oakley as he bumps off of him and then puts it in. A nice shot there from Haley as it's back down to a 6-point lead. As Gaines will bring it up again for the Apollos as he uses the screen from RJ Blue, comes back to the top of the key, and oh my gosh, a nifty bounce pass from almost half court all the way inside, finds Blue as he lays it up and in. 2 seconds left on the clock before the half. Haley puts up a deep three from behind the half court line, and it almost falls as it goes off the backboard rim and then backboard and out, as it will be an 8-point Apollos lead, as we will see all of you guys in the second quarter, or in the second half. Stay tuned. So the Apollos will start with the ball here in the second half as Foster gets a foul 6 seconds into the second half as he reaches in against Felder. So now Oakley here in the corner working on Cousins as he's going to go up against Cousins, and whoa, Corey Cousins is, oh my gosh, Oakley got up and a little push there against Cousins. So let's see this again on the replay. Cousins goes up both hands, swings him down, and hits the arm of Oakley. And Oakley did not look like he was too happy as he got up with a little shove there on Cousins, but they got him separated pretty quickly. As Oakley will head to the line to shoot the flagrant free throws. It's not really, that's a kind of a tongue twister. As he knocks down the first. Second one is up and good for Haden Oakley, as it is now a 10-point Apollos lead here in the Champions House. They are really looking to spoil this ring ceremony. As Oakley gets the inbound in the corner, working on Cousins yet again. He goes up against Foster and Cousins as Cousins fouls yet again. So Cousins picks up his third foul as Oakley will head to the line. His first free throw falls, and that is his 10th point on the night. Second free throw going up, and it will fall as well. So up to a 12-point lead again for the Apollo Shift. Is led by as many as 15. Foster now with the ball. He goes out to Long, working on the right side. As he's looking around, not really doing a whole lot, goes into Hamilton, who puts it up with the left hand over Blue, and it will fall. A nice bucket there from Hamilton. The new trade acquisition, of course, and the first trade in league history. As here's Hart now working on Long at the top. He's going to Oakley over on the three-point line, who gets a screen from Blue, goes up, and he's fouled yet again. So he will shoot his fifth and sixth free throws of the half, and we are not even 2 minutes in. We're not even 1 minute in. Let me rephrase. 45 seconds into the quarter, and he's at the line for the third time, and Cousins has his fourth foul, and they're going to leave him in the game. You've got to think that maybe it'd be time to get Whiting Raymond in. That way Cousins can, maybe play some of the fourth quarter without having, maybe even getting his fifth foul here in the third. But Long now working on Hart. He's going to drive right after a nifty move behind the back. More crossovers inside. He's working it back out to the three-point line in the corner. Now Foster over for a screen as Long's going to pull up in the mid-range off the screen, and it's no good. Haden Oakley the rebound. Oakley coming the other way. He is stopped at the mid-range. It is Long defending as Hart now comes out to the top of the key with Jerry Foster defending. Foster an all BSGL defensive team selection last year, first team, and then Long, of course, was second team, as now Brown has it on the wing with Cousins in his face. He's going to pull a three, and it's no good. Hamilton with the rebound. Shift have a little bit of numbers as they work it in transition. Coleman now has it in the corner, driving on Blue back towards the middle near the free throw line. Goes back down right, goes into Hamilton, who has Hart on him, and he went up, but Hart stripped it away. So now a 4-on-1 for the Apollos as he goes out to Blue for a long two, and he missed it, and Cousins comes out with a rebound. So a wasted opportunity for the Apollos right there as Coleman throws the lob to Foster as they work transition on the other end, and they do get 2 points out of it off the slam from Jerry Foster. 37-27 now. MJ Hart still with the ball, goes to Blue at the top of the key. Blue back over to Hart. He's going to drive right and then around a screen, and now Foster defending. He goes to Oakley, who's being guarded by Cousins. Oakley driving inside, goes up, little bump off of Hamilton, who switched off on the screen, and he gets an easy bucket as he has 15 points now in the game in just 13 minutes, back up to a 12-point Apollo lead. James Long looking around. He's going to go to Coleman. Coleman drives inside, pulls another mid-range jumper, and gets it to fall, as that has been his bread and butter pretty much his whole career, and it's definitely shown today as MJ Hart brings it up for the Apollos. He goes to Brown, who goes over to Oakley, who goes inside to Blue, As Oakley's going to set the screen for Blue. Now driving around Cousins. He goes back inside to Oakley, and Cousins forces the mist and gets the rebound. So now Hamilton bringing it the other way for the shift. Hamilton looking around, just kind of dribbling at the top, goes over to Long, who is also looking around. He goes to Cousins on the right side. Cousins looking in, little behind the back dribble. And now just kind of standing. Long now, top of the key, not a whole lot of movement for the shift on this possession. He's going to drive in, pump fake in the mid-range and pull, and it's rebounded by Oakley off the miss. Oakley goes out to Brown, who's working in transition against Hamilton, fires up a little right-handed hook shot, and it's no good. Hamilton the rebound, goes to Foster. Foster now working in transition. He's on the right wing, defended by Hart. Now he goes into Long, defended by Oakley. Cousins now inside. Felder defending. He's still looking around, just dribbling in the mid-range near the free throw line. He's going to go out to Long, who's now guarded by Oakley near the top as he fires one in the Giants' face, and it's not even close as the shift have looked flat-footed here on offense these last couple possessions. Blue now working it for the Apollos. He is fouled by Coleman, so they will bring in some subs as the shift cannot figure out how to not foul here in the third quarter. It has really been bad for them as, wow, MJ Hart gets wide open underneath the goal. A great pass there from his teammate, and he has easily got 2 points underneath the basket off of the inbounds pass. As now some subs have come in for both teams. Foster is inside working on his man. He's going to pull the fadeaway, falling into the crowd near the three-point line. He knocks it down, and he's got 10 points of his own, as Carson Gaines will bring it up for the Apollos. Hasn't done a whole lot this game, but we know that by the prospect game, he can get hot in a flash. It is a 10-point game still, as Brown is going to get an illegal screen called, so it will be shift ball. Towns brings it up for the shift now. He's just checked in, as he's getting a screen from Whiting Raymond as he goes down the lane on the right side, goes up, pump fake in the mid-range, whips it out to Jennings, who's open for three in the corner, and he missed. And Haley collects the offensive rebound. Two shift guards just kind of looked at it roll by, as Jennings now has it on the left wing, whips it inside to Towns, and Towns has got to go up with it or he might get a 3-second call. He goes back out to Douglas for a horrible three, and you've got to think, why did he not just pull that inside? As the shift get another offensive rebound, Oakley tries to steal, but it's still in the hands of the shift, as this has been a very, very long possession. Whiting Raymond goes over to Haley, and they're going to pull another bad three, and finally Oakley gets the rebound. As what a waste of a possession there from the shift, as here comes Appling inside, goes over to Carson Gaines in the corner, who misses the three. Maybe a little prime time jitters here for the rookie, as Towns goes down the lane on transition, and he's fouled by Haden Oakley, as that is his third of the game as well, as he's got to be careful if he wants to stay in this game much longer. Definitely don't want to pick up number 4 before the start of the fourth quarter. Towns knocks down his free throws, and it's back to an 8-point Apollos lead, as Appling will bring it up for the Apollos. Appling now working just at the top of the key, looking around, trying to get something run here, and then Towns just decides to hack him. With a minute 14 left in the quarter, this will put them in the bonus. And of course, since we applied the new rule, it is a 1-and-1, trying to separate ourselves from a couple other leagues. So Appling's first free throw is good, as it didn't look like the cameraman was ready for that 1-and-1. Looks like he forgot about the rule, but he hits both, so it's back to a 10-point Apollo lead. Here's Foster now inside. Appling is defending. Foster puts up a jump, or a little hook shot, and it's no good. Gets his own rebound yet again, and Appling is forced to foul, so Foster will head to the line. First free throw for Foster is good. Second free throw for Foster also falls. So an 8-point lead now for the Apollos, as Appling has the ball. He will bring it up for the Apollos. Gosh dang it, I keep wanting to call him the shift. So Appling whips it over to Oakley, as Oakley drives down the lane, goes up and puts it in. He went right around Whiting Raymond and puts in the easy bucket, as maybe Whiting Raymond should have taken a page out of Cousins' book and just hacked him right there, as Oakley has 10 points now in just the third quarter. As Haley now looking around, he has Foster at the top of the key. He goes back to Haley, who just pulls up for three, and it's off back iron, no good. Foster an easy rebound though, as he puts it up and over McCoy, down to an 8-point Apollos lead. Appling bringing it up again for the Apollos. Oof. as he's working on Towns, goes over to Oakley. Oakley looking around, trying to drive again on Whiting Raymond. As, oh my lord, he goes right around him and puts an easy slam on him. Much, much faster than Whiting Raymond, as that's why they had the quicker Cousins guarding him. And it showed there as he goes right around. I mean, blew by him. As the end of the quarter here, Foster flips up a little shot on McCoy. It's no good. So a 10-point Apollos lead heading into the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can hold it or if the shift comeback will finally have a little jolt to it. But so far, it's not looked good. Towns will bring it up for the shift to begin the fourth quarter. They are down 10 points as he goes over to Haley on the left wing, who drives inside against Gaines and puts it in. A nice layup there from Haley as Gaines gives it over to Appling, who will bring it up the court. As Appling now looking around here at the top of the key, just trying to set something up. He goes over to Oakley on the left side. Still looking around. Oakley's going to drive left, right around to Whiting Raymond again, and just throw in an easy layup. It is too easy for Haden Oakley against Whiting Raymond. He has 21 points on 7 of 11 shooting, still a 10-point game. As Towns now looking around, he goes to Haley at the top of the key. Haley getting a screen from Whiting Raymond, goes down the lane, pulls up in the mid-range, and missed it. So now Oakley the rebound. Oakley goes over to Appling, who's just going to stop and pop the three, and that one doesn't fall. Oakley the rebound, goes up, missed it, and Foster collects the rebound. So Foster now back the other way for the shift. They had numbers for a second. Sees inside against McCoy. He just bully balled his way down there, and oh my God. Shacked a fool right there as he throws it off the back of the backboard and out of bounds. That will be Apollo's ball. That might be one of the worst plays that we have seen in BSGL history, let alone from a star player like Jerry Foster, as him and Long have both made a couple mistakes this game. Long had that awful pass in the first quarter that just sailed out of bounds. As Gaines gets a screen from Oakley, pulls up, and he nails the three at the top of the key off the screen from Oakley, as Long did not look like an all-defensive player there as he just kind of let him go by. And it is a 13-point lead off the three from the rookie. So now Foster working inside. He's going to go up against Felder, and it's no good, but he got his own rebound yet again, and he puts it in. Seems to be kind of his trademark, and it's down to an 11-point lead as Appling brings it up for the Apollos. Appling goes to Felder at the top of the key. He's looking around, back to Appling. Appling off the screen from Oakley, pulls up in the mid-range, no good. Foster again the rebound. Foster now pushing it up the court. Gaines finally stops ball at the top of the key as it's over to Long, who's got RJ Blue guarding him. And Long looking inside. He's going to go into Foster, who whips it out to Towns. You got to wonder why Foster's not using that height advantage inside as Towns goes in and gets fouled pretty hard by Oakley, and that is his fourth, and Towns will head to the line. Towns' first free throw was good as he throws up the second one, and both fall, so the lead is down to single digits for the first time in a long time as MJ Hart brings it up for the Apollos. He's working on Towns as he brings it back out, goes to RJ Blue near the center court line as Blue's going to get a screen from Felder, and they switch as he spins against Foster, drives around, and Foster poked it loose. So now Long running the other way. He's going up to Hamilton, nobody back, and he punches down the right-handed jam, down to a 7-point lead, and the shift fans are going wild, wanting the comeback for sure, as Hart goes inside to Oakley, who's wide open. Oakley with an incredible cut, and that silences the crowd as he punches one home and increases the lead back to 9. Hamilton now with the ball for the shift. He's driving on Blue, goes down the right side, misses the shot, Felder the rebound, and now Gaines working it up the court. Kind of a 1-on-5 here as he goes right around Cousins, puts it up, and Cousins gets the block from behind. Not quite able to outspeed Cousins, who is a speedy center, and he gets the block from behind. The nice play there from Cousins to D up there, as it will be an inbound for the Apollos. Felder gets it, goes to Gaines at the top of the key, who goes over to Oakley on the right side, and Oakley goes around Cousins. Does not have as much luck as he did with Whiting Raymond. Goes to Blue, missed it. Oakley the rebound and just flips it in, back to an 11-point lead for the Apollos. As Coleman will bring it up for the shift, just checked into the game. Gaines is defending as he goes to Long at the top of the key. Long trying to do something here against Hart. He's at the top of the, or at the free throw line. He pump fakes, no good, or well, not obviously no good. He didn't shoot, and now he has it back at the top of the key after he gave it to Cousins, and he got it right back as Hart poked one away from him. He tried to make a pass and he gave it up as Blue comes down the lane, flips it up and in. A nice play there from Hart to get it to Blue, who hit the layup after the steal. So the Apollos back up 13. Coleman again with the ball. Gaines still defending. As he's looking around, Long has it now pretty close to the logo as he's getting the screen from Cousins. Pulls up in the mid-range. It's no good. Cousins, the rebound, goes up and puts it in. Nice second chance points there from Cousins. And it's still an 11-point game. And here comes Gaines bringing it up for the Apollos. He puts a spin move on Coleman. He's headed right at the rim as that one got tipped away again. As the shift of a pretty big lineup in, and a 6'6" man guarding Gaines, who is just 6'2", as Long goes down the lane and misses the shot. MJ Hart fouls, so he will head to the line. First free throw for James Long is good, 10-point game. Second free throw, James Long also falls. 58-49 now, Felder to inbound. He goes to Hart, who will bring it up for the Apollos. Hart taking his time, walking it up as he gets a screen from Blue. Now Hamilton guarding. He goes down the lane near the free throw line, puts one up with the left hand, and Foster, I think, got him from behind. It was Foster or Hamilton that blocked him, and he is sent out of bounds as we will have an inbound here for the Apollos underneath the basket. Felder looking around. He's going to Oakley in the corner. Oakley goes out to Hart, who's pretty open, but Hamilton got over and put a hand in his face, but they allow Felder to get the rebound, who Foster blocks. Foster sends Felder out of bounds after the rebound, and that is a pretty big block there for the shift as the Apollos call timeout. So Felder will inbound here off of the block by Jerry Foster as we come out of the timeout. He goes to the top of the key, but that's Blue, who gives it off to Hart, who now has Hamilton defending him. As he goes over to Brown on the wing, he fires the three, and it's no good, and Hamilton gets the rebound, as you've got to think that the shift need a quick bucket here. Coleman throws the lob to Foster, who punches it home. Their second lob connection of the night, as it's down to a 7-point game with 1:45 remaining. Shift need a big defensive stop here as that one got the bench hyped up, and the crowd is now into it as R.J. Blue makes an incredible cut, and Hart finds him, and he punches one home. And that again silences the crowd on an Apollo slam. 9-point game now. As there's Coleman for three. They need it. He missed it. Foster rebound, and Hart stripped him, but he gets it right back, puts it up again, and misses yet again. Oakley the rebound. As Hart now walking it up the court, trying to run a little time off. Just 1:15 to go as Felder has it out by the Bankers Life logo. He puts a spin move on, now driving against Foster, goes up, not even close to the rim, and almost airballed it, just nips the front of the rim, and Foster collects it, and he's bringing it the other way. He goes down against Hart, puts it up, and Oakley did not. He almost looked like he was trying to go for the charge, and it's back down to a 7-point game with under a minute remaining. Big time stop needed here for the shift if they want to put this, or if they want a chance back in this game. Hart driving right against Long, now bringing it back out to the top. He goes to Blue. Blue looking around as they try to set something up. He goes over to Brown on the left, who goes right back to Blue at the top. Blue now to Oakley for three. It was a little deep off of the screen, and it's rebounded by Foster, who goes to Hamilton, who's down the lane, and he goes around Blue for the slam. 33 seconds left. Well, 32.9, and it's a 5-point game, and the shift decide to go ahead and foul. So they need to get a couple more fouls to get in the bonus. They're going to go over to Brown, who goes to Hart, and they wasted a lot of time there waiting to foul. So Hart will head to the line as it is a 1-and-1. Maybe not, apparently, as I guess it is, or I guess since it's underneath 2 minutes, but he misses the second one, gets a, what in the world? I've never even seen that happen. As they find Coleman in the corner for three. Foster another offensive rebound, who puts it in, down to just a 4-point game, but I have never seen a CPU-controlled player do that, as he got a 0% from the line and absolutely bricked it. I'm not controlling either team. I'm just sitting here watching the game and obviously commentating over it, but that is very, very weird. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen that happen, as he finally hits, finally learns how to shoot free throws again as he hits the first one. And the second one is not good for Hart. He misses this one, but he actually, didn't get a red release on it. I'm kind of still baffled by that the CPU got a red release on a free throw. Is now a 5-point Apollos lead, 18.2 seconds remaining. It will be shift ball. They are going to need a quick bucket of some sort for sure. I'd think that you'd want to try for a 3 and then crash everybody to get the rebound if it doesn't fall. Foster's had a ton of offensive rebounds today, so I'd definitely be pulling a 3 here if I was the shift. So it's going to be long, top of the key. They're wasting a ton of time as he goes over to Coleman, who fires, and he got it! Lawrence Coleman knocks down the 3. It's a 2-point game. He knocked it down, so they go into Haden Oakley, who is fouled by Cousins. That's Cousins' 5th foul of the game. One more, and he is out of here. As Oakley will head to the line, he needs both to really try to put this game on ice. First one is good. 10.3 seconds remaining. His second free throw is also good. Never a doubt from Haden Oakley. Ice in the veins. 4-point game. The Shift need another quick bucket as they use their last timeout. Coleman gets it off the inbound with just 10 to go. As he's inside, he's got multiple people on him. He's got to do something here as they go out to Long for 3. His 3 is no good. Foster the rebound as they just wasted those last 10 seconds. And the Orlando Apollos come to Indianapolis and stun the champions on ring ceremony night, 64-60, as that boosts the Apollos record up to 2-4 and the Shift fall to 1-1 as we will head into the box score. Checking out the box score on the game, Jerry Foster ended the game with 37 points and 21 rebounds. Coleman behind him with 19 points. Foster with 2 steals and blocks as well. Hamilton in his first game playing for Indianapolis had a 14.9 rebound performance. Not too bad. 13 for Haley, 7 for Towns, 6 and 5 for Whiting Raymond, 4 points and 16 rebounds for Cousins. As Long was 0 of 10, had 3 points and 7 assists as he hit no field goals and missed 3 threes as well. He did hit all of his free throws, however, as going to the Apollos, Haden Oakley, 45 points, 22 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. A pretty big game from him. RJ Blue had 18 as well. Appling with 17. Hart with 9, 5, and then 5 steals, as the rookie Carson Gaines had 6 points on 2 of 10 shooting. Not too great, but it was his first game underneath the bright lights. As we will go through the rest of these box scores on this week. In month 2 highlights, we will play a game this week, and then of course over these next 4 weeks, as we will finish out all of November. So let me know who you guys want to see in that next video for month 2 highlights. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the primetime game. Let me know how you want me to platform this next primetime game. If you want me to maybe cut it up a little bit more or just show the entire game like we did today. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye bye.